Welcome back to the Greenhouse Diaries. It's a beautiful day here in sunny Florida. Today is January 24th. It's about 11 a.m. I'm going to be harvesting everything in my Kratky method station. I actually just messed with this now and everything's wilting really quick. So first thing I'm going to do is get right into that. So let's talk about what we have here real quick. There's the root formation. All right, I've got about this much water left. So I'm going to be making a lentil and barley soup today. So I want to go ahead and get this harvested. Put this right in the water. This stuff's fading pretty quick here. So this is all the broccoli rabe right now. All right, you can see how thick the stem is. All right, we got quite a production off of this. Now, unfortunately, the escarole got shaded out a lot. So we did not get the growth I was anticipating. This is all the Swiss chard. Okay, get all that right into the water. Get these leaves hydrated up again. Okay, and keep in mind we got quite a few harvests. We harvested quite a bit over the course of this. There we go. All right, get that in the water. And I've got 2 heads of escarole here. They didn't do really well. I think primarily because they got shaded out, but I'll take whatever I can get. And we have this head right here. Again, really small, but nice tender leaves. All right, let me go get that inside. But again, look at that root structure. I did not do anything. I did not add anything as far as any more of the growing solution. So there you have it, the Kratky station or method. Set it and forget it. I think it worked really well for a very inexpensive way. I hope you'll give it a try. I'm going to go bring this in the house and we'll talk a little bit more about what's going on in the greenhouse. All right, what do you guys think about the Kratky method? Is that something you think you might try? Certainly a viable way to grow your greens. Okay, next I want to give you an update on what's happening here. I've got a serious problem with my cloned tomato plants. Let me grab the camera and I'll show you what's going on. Hold tight. Okay, here we go. Look at that, escarole. All right, there's the winter squash. Got a tomato plant growing out of there. Not anticipated. More escarole. But, as I talked about, look at the size of this clone. I'm just trying to prop it up a little bit. Let's see what that is. That's I think it's a chocolate cherry. Bear with me. Yes. Okay, so that's a chocolate cherry tomato plant cloned. As you can see, we've got flowers. I've been hand pollinating them. Here's another one. This is where I had the Kratky station, so they're falling over, but there's another one. It's got flowers on it. Just trying to prop that up. I'm going to go ahead and put these outside. Here's another one right here with flowers growing. So those are a lot of my clone plants. I do have more over here, those tomato plants. There's another really tall one. I've already put some into the Birdie's raised garden bed as I've been harvesting out my fennel. There's that rosemary plant. That is thriving. Now, look at that. Look at that marigold. I've got a whole bunch here. These were all started from seeds that I harvested. You all took that journey with me. Look at that clone plant right there. That's maybe a 6-inch plant, and it's already got flowers on it. Talk about getting the tomato production quick. There's my mulberry. And again, another surprise, that escarole and tomato plant This banana pup or sucker, nothing going on. Here is the chocolate cherry tomato in the grow bag. Let me see if I can get down and look at that carrot there. I have 2 carrots and 1 fennel. Potatoes are doing okay. Something's eating my leaves. Okay, there's my Roma tomatoes in the Birdie's raised garden bed. Fennel's looking really good. In fact, I'm going to harvest 1 or 2 of these today. Okay. While I've got the camera right here, let's take a look at the other Birdie's raised garden bed. There's my broccoli rabe. We're getting florets. It's almost to the top of this tomato plant right here. I've got more tomato plants that I've put in here. These were from suckers. Right here, I have 2 more. There's my other Roma tomatoes. We're still waiting for those to ripen. Right there. My squash. Not growing a whole lot. There's the broccoli rabe that I took out of the tower, if you remember, and put in a grow bag. That's doing really well. Let's talk about this rock star right here. This is that chocolate cherry tomato. So remember, I had 2 seedlings gifted to me. Look at all those flowers. And if you can notice those plastic stakes clips up at the top, I'm starting to branch the top to the right and to the left. At some point, I'll clip the very tip of the plant to stop it growing. I have a huge sucker right here. Here is that rack of tomatoes that we were watching. I mean, these are good size. Where am I at here? Cherry tomatoes. So I'm just waiting for them to ripen, and we'll give it a taste. But you can see I have lots of the cherry tomatoes all throughout this plant, even up here. And here's my broccoli rabe. I've been trimming this back. I have another tomato plant in the back here. You can see I've got flowers. I've been hand pollinating it. I've got a sucker here that I've got to harvest. There's a head of escarole right in there, and lots of broccoli rabe. Look at the size of that stalk. All right. So everything thrived here. Let's go over to the other tower. In here you can see a head of escarole. I've got Swiss chard. I have broccoli rabe. And we're probably eating broccoli rabe 4 times a week here. Look at this over here where it's getting the best sun. Look at the size of these leaves here. Huge. And I've been cutting the larger ones as we have been harvesting off of it. Every now and then you get a bad leaf. You just pull that out. Okay? Get rid of it. Now, the banana pups. All right, the 4 that are over here. The tallest one, as you can see, we're starting to get some new growth right here. That's a good sign. I'm glad I did not give up. Here's the other one that has had growth the whole time. Now, as I peel this back just a little bit, where am I here? You can see that this is nice and green in here, so I'm not going to give up just yet. And let's see if we peel this one back. This is hard to do. I have the camera in my hand, but oh, there we go. So we do have some here, so we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. But that's what we got right now. I'm not gonna head outside today. I've got a lot to do. I just wanted to harvest out the Kratky method and give you a quick update of that tomato plant. That's all the way up at the top. And those suckers, again, look at, where's my hand here? Look at the size of that. That's in a little, probably 6-ounce pot. And it goes all the way up there. I'm going to put that outside, only because I have nowhere else to put it. I might get 1 or 2 in these raised beds here, but the rest I'm going to have to just get them out early. We're getting up on the end of January, and we'll see if they make it through February. I forgot to tell you about the rosemary. There's a root right there. You can see it, and additionally, right here, you could see the roots up top. They look nice and healthy. To be careful of that tomato plant. So again, 100% success with the tomato suckers, and every one of these here have roots on top, and we're starting to see them out the bottom. So the 3-part growing media is now worked for the longevity spinach, the rosemary, the tomatoes. Speaking of longevity spinach, what do you think of those results? Look at the roots. I didn't even look at this. This one is scraggly as it is, still coming on, but 5 out of the 6. There you go. So every plant that I've tried to clone, tomatoes, rosemary, longevity spinach, 100% success. Nice root structure right here, even though that's kind of scraggly. 100% success. So I think I've proven that this growing media is a very viable way to clone your plants. I think I need to transplant this. This is that squash. Alright, so things are looking really well. So that's all I really have for today. My soup is simmering away. So we're now in the afternoon. It's about 1:30. And I thought I'd come in and wrap up this video. How beautiful is that? Multiple buds. Free marigold plants. Alright, listen, I hope I've inspired you guys to start growing. If I haven't, I'm sorry, I've failed. But it's not going to stop me. Things are thriving. I'm not even going outside yet. My tall Birdie's raised garden bed, it has the beets, the kale, Swiss chard. It's blowing up right now. It's loaded. The other tall one is completely planted out with the beets and fennel seeds, or the seedlings that I had here. They're all outside planted. The carrots are doing well in the other. The broccoli rabe in that big 5-gallon geo pot is thriving. Look at this. Can't wait to eat some of these tomatoes. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. I got to change the growing solution in this other tower. I just did this one 2 days ago. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure when I'm doing my next video. This takes a lot of time and effort, and I'm only getting 2 to 5 likes per video. So I got to take that as you guys just aren't finding this helpful. That's okay. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a healthy, happy 2021. Do yourself a favor, start growing something, and I'll see you sometime in the future. Salute. End of January. Doesn't get any better. This is my paradise. All right, we'll see you guys.